Hello traders, welcome back to the For Traders live trading session. My name is Jan, and I want to start with apologize for being late approximately half an hour. Unfortunately, we had a problem with electricity in the studio, so that is the reason why we started later. Everything should be going well now. It's pretty hard to stream without electricity, hands down. So everything is running now. Unfortunately, also Euro is running quite a lot, and it front ran my key levels. So I'm not in any position right now as we are speaking. I took a very nice short yesterday, which we can break down, but we can have some potential trades coming to the chart in around 20-25 minutes. We'll see how quick the chart will be, but I have a key level that I will show you. But before we're going to start, I just want to tell you that today we'll be analyzing Bitcoin, we'll be analyzing EURUSD and gold chart, and today's stream will be a little bit shorter because usually I spend here around 1 hour 15 minutes, and I have an important meeting at 16:30, so I will be leaving around 16:10, 16:05, 16:05, something like that. So stay tuned, stay on the stream because I'll be giving out 20K in challenges as I always do. But I just wanted to tell you that we will be, or today's stream will be a little bit shorter. All right, cool. Is there anything else that I should cover? I think that everything is covered. Everything should be running. Just paying attention to what is happening here on the Instagram because we are also streaming to the Instagram. I'm having an issue with streaming the screen to the Instagram now. Not sure why. Should be okay. Yes. All right, cool. So let's start with the plan on the Euro USD because I think that is the cleanest chart in past few days, and I've been really trading most of the time just the EU. Let me just extend this. Like this. All right, cool. So basically, what is the plan, or what was the plan for today? As you can see here on the chart, I was looking for a move up, sweep the liquidity, fill the fair value gap, and then looking for a move down. I kind of knew it's not going to play out because if you are following me on Instagram, you know that I was having a sparring, box sparring at like 1 p.m. And I was expecting that during this time, we will already be hitting this level and I would be getting into a position. Once I saw that before the news, before the unemployment claims at around 14:30, or exactly at 14:30, we were still below the level. I was looking for exact move down, but for me, it was too risky to take a short out of here. So unfortunately, my entry model wasn't filled. The entry model wasn't created, and that is the reason why I wasn't entering into any trade here. Anyways, this happens. It's a part of trading. Honestly, you know, it's funny that, like, for example, yesterday I shared the profit, and yesterday I made basically $4,000 on just one account. Using trade copier, it was close to 10 grand. But the thing is that, like, you make 10 grand in one day, but you know, like minus profit split, which is usually 10 or 20%, minus tax, which is 15%. It's much less. So then you are around, let's say, 7,000, 6,500, 7,000. So okay, you made 6,500 in one day, but then you have days when you are not taking any trades. So in average, traders doesn't really make, I would say, $10,000, or the retail traders, at least the traders that I know. So it's like nice to post that you made 10 grand in one day, but then you like need to put it into perspective that it's like not making 10 grand every single day. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted to say, because I think a lot of new buys are getting quite confused and they are having like unrealistic expectations. But yeah, I think it's important to show the real side. Anyways, let's pay attention to what is happening here on EU now. So unemployment claims, pretty much bullish on the DXY. As you can see, the reaction is bullish. We can check the actual result. What happened? You know, like easiest way is just Forex Factory. If you go to the calendar, on this, and you go to where was the unemployment claims? Was it on the US dollar? No. Yes, here. Unemployment claims 2014K. If you don't know anything about the fundamental analysis, then how can you create at least some plan after the news? Like, easiest thing you can do is like pay attention to the usual effect. Actual less than forecast is good for currency. In this case, unemployment claims came out at 214K. The forecast was 199, the previous 189, which means less than the forecast is good for currency. So technically DXY should be dumping. If you look at a 1 minute chart, 1530, the reaction, 1430, that is here, the reaction was down. But then you need to put it into perspective of how important the news are. Because unemployment claims, in this case, it wasn't really reacting the way we were expecting. Since the chart started dropping on the DXY for a few minutes, but then it reversed the complete move. So that's why I'm always saying, like, be careful about choosing the news and combine it with TA. And also, like, you can backtest the news, but from the backtesting, you'll realize that unemployment claims, the result itself, is not really holding its momentum for a few hours afterwards. Because if you pay attention to, like, the monetary policy, for example, if the monetary policy is clear, then the result and the expected outcome is basically playing out for next few hours/days. Unemployment claims, for example, is the type of news where it can follow up the momentum that you would expect, which can be down or up. It depends on the result for a few minutes, and then it can reverse the whole move. So this is when exactly a point where you need to do backtesting. You need to backtest these things, but just go check the past, 50 events, check the past 50 unemployment claims, combine it with the forecast, combine it with the actual result, combine it with the expectation from the market, and combine it with how it played out. Create a very easy statistic based on this, and you'll see. And of course, someone's saying that there was more news. There was the GDP quarter to quarter, which if we check this, then actual greater than forecast is good for currency, which in this case 3.3. This is only 2%, which can give you a pretty good idea that this was more important than the unemployment claims itself, since it had more value, or it was more important to the DXY. DXY started pumping, EURUSD started going down, which is also one of the things you should always be checking if you are getting any other important news events during the time. Also, we had the monetary policy statement, which if we check the chart on EURUSD at 14.15, just sweeping the liquidity from the highs. And then this gave you a potential nice trade setup, but it was quite a risky one, I would say. It swept the liquidity during the news on the EURUSD, so basically the monetary policy statement. It tapped this supply and it started going down. You can always find some reason that you could have predicted why the price should go down. So that's why I don't really like going back and showing you that, yes, this was easy trade because there was a fair value gap supply and, it was pretty easy to take, because then you can find every time some potential entry or something that would be telling you you could have entered this and that, or this way and that way. But yeah. So this was one of the scenarios you could have used. I didn't, and it did play out. So I'm being completely transparent. I wasn't taking any trade, unfortunately, even though it maybe could have been predicted. It just wasn't one of the setups that I'd like to take. Anyways, let's pay attention to what is happening here right now. I guess that's why you are on the stream, apart from getting the 10K challenge. So basically, when looking at the 4-hour time frame, I'm still looking down, and I would be looking for around 1082. Combining this with the fundamental results that we got, I'm definitely looking for a move down. Okay, so this would be my idea. Just get the move down, sweep the liquidity. Once we are here, we'll see what's going to happen, but ideally taking a short and basically targeting the liquidity point that is down here. Unfortunately, I'm not in because there wasn't any potential entry for me. So the potential entry zone that you have on the EU today is going to be around here. Okay, so ideally looking for the retracement and taking a short out of here. One bad thing is that you don't really have any liquidity here. So you are basically relying on the liquidity that was taken here. Fair enough, but it's not the perfect trade. You are still paying attention to the overall target down here. Then what should be the stop loss? Well, if you enter here, then the only stop loss that really does make sense is above the high, targeting the liquidity, which gives you 4.2 risk to reward, which is, you know, like a pretty decent trade. I would like to combine it with at least naked point of control or the daily POC if it's here or not. I'm not sure. Yeah, if it's a little bit higher and there is a volume in like a low volume node that could be filled. And there is also a naked POC down there. So like my bias overall are we are most likely going down to this box. You can never tell that, okay, this, you know, we are 100% going down there, but most likely we are. But I would rather look for the retracement first. You may be wondering why, because there is not really any potential entry here. And considering the news event, you know, we are not really, most likely we are not really going back above the highs here. How long have you been trading? It's more than 5.5 years now. It will dump. There was more fundamentals. Yeah, I would expect so too. Forecasts for the previous result are actually more important. You mean the previous? Yeah, well, yeah. You do have to compare it. But the forecast is actually, I think, why. Well, here it's quite hard to tell what is more important. For me, I'm always paying more attention to the forecast, but the forecast is also based on the previous result, you know. So do you think? Yes, I think it's going down to take the liquidity. What about gold? Gold is seeing or creating absolutely opposite reaction from what we got on the EU. So it swept the liquidity. Like the correlation between Euro USD and Gold USD is there quite a lot, but sometimes it's not, obviously. This is one of the times when it's not. There's a fair value gap, 15-minute time frame. I don't really think that it's going to be like extremely important one. I would have rather pay attention to basically coming all the way up here, to be fair. Let me see, where's the 618 and the 66? Yeah, it's coming around here. Naked POC is up here, but there is a high volume node. Guys, let me redefine this box, to be honest. I think it's going to be the stop for a while. Potential scalp trade is coming around here. Okay, so, like, you know, do whatever you want, obviously, but this would be one of the potential scalp trade levels that I'll be paying attention to be completely fair with you. Okay, let's do analysis about BTC. I think a lot of people are wondering what to do with Bitcoin, and we'll use a footprint software for that. Now the question for today, how you can win the 10K challenges. This is going to be an easy one. What is the name of the footprint software that I use every single live stream? How the software is called? We start from now, and I'm giving you 1 minute. I will pick randomly 2 winners for the 10K challenge. crazy how people react so fast. Guys, please don't spam more times. I think it's a bit unfair if you spend more times. I think like some guy called Trox, he sent already like 7 messages. It's crazy. Anyways, still got around 15 seconds. I'm checking the time now. So once it's in on the date marker, then it's done. 3, 2, 1, done. All right, cool. So let me pick randomly. We'll do the same thing as always. I'll show you the screen so you'll see that I'm not cheating. Let's go here. And I'm scrolling, okay? So stop sending messages. Stop now. Guys, seriously, stop. I know there is a delay, but we gotta stop the messages before I'm gonna start scrolling. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this is the winner number 1, 0-day wick. Winner number 1. And the second winner, Shadow, here. So you are the second winner of today's giveaway. Congrats, guys. I think this was an easy one. I was first, fastest internet. It's not about being the first, but yes, Peter, you got a very fast internet. I gotta admit. But you are from the Crypto Wizards team. That would be unfair if you win. People will be like, he told him in advance before the stream, if it would be about who's gonna be first. It's allowed to send it multiple times. Well, like it's a bit unfair, like hands down. But I also didn't say that it's not allowed. I will do next time, by the way. It's you still need to keep in mind that I'm just trader. You know, I'm not professional at these things. Like doing giveaways on the stream. I would much rather do like some live trading with you or something like that. But not giveaways. But it's just like what people want to see. You know, you want to get the giveaways on the streams. So like I'll do it for you. Anyways, on Bitcoin. On BTC, I'm paying attention to this 37,805 level. We'll see how it develops. This would be one of my first entry zones I'll pay attention to. In terms of like taking a swing trade. The next trade that I can take is probably gonna be around 33,000 ideally. I don't want to build a big position here because down there it's minus 16%. You know, if you start like putting in millions of Czech crowns into the Bitcoin, then it's quite a big difference, even this small move. Bro, I really need it. I don't even have $10. And I'm really, because I have been trading for 2 years. Bro, we had like a very interesting talk with a trading psychologist yesterday. People are always like, I know how to trade, just give me money and I'll make money. Bro, if you've never lost like a big amount in trading and you don't have that experience of how hard it is to actually make money in the real world by taking a normal job, how hard it is to make 10K, you'll never really appreciate the money from the trading. And this is what I realized once I started like working when I was 13, 14, when I was in a laundry firm, standing for 12 hours in like extremely hot environment. And I remember I was working for like 12 hours and I made like 900 Czech crowns, which is not even $40 per day. And I was like, God damn, this is crazy. And I was 13. So, and I'm always like, when I make 10 grand in a day now, I'm always $10 grand. I'm always like, this is crazy. When I remember how much time it would take for me to make this amount of money, then you appreciate the money you make even more. And it doesn't matter how many of you or how much money you have, because you will always appreciate them. Anyways. Someone was asking about how to get the challenge that you want. So just go to Discord, go to the 4Traders, open a new ticket. Okay, so open a new ticket here. Now, go to your YouTube account, basically here. Click on this so you are really logged into the account from the account you send it, and tell them you won the giveaway. And once again, for people that will be cheating, and I actually see these messages, as you can see, so I'm checking them after the streams. If you'll be cheating and you are not the winner, then I'm gonna ban you everywhere personally, so you won't be able to join the stream again. But maybe what I can try next time is, instead of just 2 challenges, let's do like 4 or 5. So it's gonna be a funny one. You should do that, I think. Give us some fast trade. I think yes, we can check if we have any potential fast trade setups. No financial advice. No, actually, here on the EU, there is nothing to be taken now. Really just down there, potentially, as the first zone. And up here, yeah, on goal, it's also clear. Yeah, it's really just this level up here. Someone is asking about the Bitcoin. So, the BTC. All right, let's check it. I told you that this is potentially the first zone where I'm going to start building my like swing position. Okay, we can create alert, but I'm checking BTC price every single day, basically. So, yeah, this is the first zone, right? The 33,000 is going to be the second zone. We'll see how that plays out, but this is going to be the second zone that I'll be paying attention to. Apart from that, locally, I wouldn't be expect, if price continues the range-bound movement, eventually I think it's going to go and sweep the liquidity from the high that is created right here. Okay, so basically sweeping the high, sweeping the liquidity from the high, then looking for a move down. That would be the ideal scenario for me. We'll see how that develops. But this will be one of the things that I'll be paying attention to. Sweeping the high. In terms of taking a long trade, I'm not really looking for any potential long setup. I think there was one today during the news also at around the basically 1445 here. Once it swept liquidity from the low, we can check the EXO charts, but this was a potential entry. But I have a rule for me now. I'm just waiting for the lower prices in terms for some buying. So as you can see, I'm really not trying to buy anything now as we are speaking. I'm still looking for movement a bit lower. Okay, so let's lower the tick size to like 12. Yeah, this was ideal trade setup. The volume wasn't high though. The volume would actually invalidate the trade for me. I would not take it because of the volume. Even though we got a trip value area, we got imbalances. The volume is not here, and once you don't have all the rules that you need, just do not enter. I'm 19. I'm still trying to pass my first one, but every time I end up on start. Buy at 15,000. I don't think that we are going down to the 15,000. Hopefully. No, I buy spot. I buy spot. we have anything else here? Seems like we don't. This is during the giveaway. What's the time? I'll be finishing the stream in like 8 minutes. So maybe let me give you some day trading levels that I think you need to be aware of. Obviously, this is the first one on the Bitcoin. That one was swept without the confirmation for me. But now let's pay attention to the gold. This is the first one on gold. We need to go to this level, tap it, then we'll see what happens from there. I would rather see basically this negative point of control up here. Potentially, you can be long in here, but the question is where to enter. These big wicks, usually they are being filled. Also, again, you can do statistics on this. You can just calculate. You can, give yourself some rules that if the wick is bigger than, I don't know, $5, how many times it's tested and how long does it usually take. All these things you can backtest pretty easily, basically. So you can try that. Potentially, this could be the first buying point around the 2012. Targeting the high again around 2033. All right. Euro dollar is definitely bearish for me, and I'll be looking for a move down. Once again, the question is from where? I would be looking for basically getting into this zone, 5-minute fair value gap, taking a short out of here. You combine it with a negative point of control. You combine it with a 15-minute supply. These are the levels that make sense to me. To minimize taxes, it's better to buy leverage futures at a ratio of 1 to 1. Well, I'm usually then just switching to the USDT, but yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Why now someone says exo charts? I think he's watching from the replay and he's not live. But anyway, someone is saying that I should add the commodity to check chat. Which we can do actually right now. Not an issue. I don't know how to do the flag. You got commodities. Boom. All right, cool. Anything else? Guys, I'm sorry, but I will have to collapse the stream since today I'm in a real rush. How to start from scratch in forex? I will answer you that. So firstly, I think you need to before you're gonna start investing in the flooded accounts, buy some education. And nowadays you can find plenty of courses on the internet. I think now Kimmel Trading is doing some course, Paladin, Will's Forex, all of these guys, they are offering course. So just invest something into education. Because it definitely makes money to firstly learn and then go and earn, than trying to earn without learn. Without learning, you're not gonna earn anything, I would say. So do this first, okay? And then the easiest way how to make money in 2024 is really just by using prop firms. Prop firm capital, extremely important, I would say, and extremely easy to start a trading career with. Can I ask you why do you mark that on gold? You mean this one? It's based on the 618 and a 66, high volume node, and the fair value gap on a 5-minute. Is it the extremely strong area? No. I would be expecting something like this. Come into the zone, small retracement, and then eventually going higher. This would be my plan. What happens? I don't know. But this is one of the key levels you should be aware of. Pay attention to it, and we'll see how it develops. All right, guys. That's it for today. I'm sorry for, not really staying a long time here on the stream, but unfortunately, I have to go today. Oh, you can't see it. If you lose money with prop firm, do you have to pay it then? No, you don't have to pay them the losses. That's exactly why I'm saying that it's the easiest way to start, because you don't have to pay anything back. You just pay for the challenge fee, and that is it. Anyways, I really gotta collapse the stream. Thank you so much, guys. Today it wasn't that much entertaining, but that was because we started later and all the news played out at 14:30, unfortunately. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for participating, and see you again on Sunday, where we'll be doing Sunday Focus. Thanks, guys, and see you on the next stream.